Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna get started here in just a minute. Get your stuff set up. Get yourself ready to rock. Got a big day for you. A lot of moving parts today, a lot of movements, a lot of different exercises. Folks, as always, we've got the comments here. Love to chime in with you. Love to just get a little good morning. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Amy. Good morning. Good morning, Morgan. Monica, welcome in. Again, we'll get started in about 1 minute. Make sure everybody has the opportunity to get their system set up before we get going. Give me a chance to get a little slug of this coffee. All right, what do you think, Chris? There you go. All right, everybody, let's get it going. Pull that blue screen down. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, we've got a rookie on the computer system. So we're going to give him a little time. We're not going to stress him out. We're going to let him take some time. Up. I'm back. We got it. Folks, we got a big cardio day. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning. Listen, don't sweat everything you're seeing on the board, all right? It's like I said, it's kind of complicated looking. It's not so hard once you get into the details, all right? This is kind of an in and out. We're gonna be working for 21 minutes today. So it's gonna be 7 3-minute pieces, okay? And each 3-minute piece, once it goes away, you kind of work to the next 3-minute piece, the next 3-minute piece, the next 3-minute piece. You do it 7 times through, but some of it repeats, which is why it's not nearly as complicated as it looks on the board, all right? All you need to know is we're gonna start with 3 minutes of 12 push press and 8 swings. So back and forth, 12, 8, 12, 8, 12, 8. You're just hands on your torpedo for the entire 3 minutes. Then we move on. 3 minutes of 30 high knees and 10 half burpees. So running in place, 30 high knees, 10 half burpees. As soon as 3 minutes elapses, we move on. Next 3-minute chunk, 12 goblet squats, 8 leg extensions. So we're doing some squatting, a little bit of core work. And then we move on to 3 minutes of 20 lizard twists and 6 Russian twists. All right, back and forth, all right? That's the top of the ladder. The reason it's not as complicated as it looks on the board is we're just gonna work our way right back out the same direction that we came in. So we go back to goblet squats and leg extensions, then high knees and half burpees, and then 12 push press and 8 swings to cap it off. So it's 3, 3, 3, 3, and then we work right back out the way we came, only hitting lizard twists and Russian twists just that one time in the middle of class. And as always, if you're already going, hey, what's he talking about? I'm not following this. Don't sweat it. I got you covered. I'm gonna make sure that you know where to be and when to be there. I'll be shouting at you what the movements are, what's coming up, when the transitions are. So you really don't need to worry about anything right now other than getting your mind in a good place for an awesome Tuesday morning workout. Set your day off the right way, all right? With that said, Chris, you ready to pull this and then move to the other camera? All right, here we go. With that said, we're ready to rock and roll. Y'all can give Chris a little a little shout out on the comments blog. Just make him feel good. Bolsters confidence here. Other than that, feet together, eyes closed, hands down by your side. Taking some long, deep breaths right now. Get yourself ready, get yourself situated here. I'm gonna do as much of this workout as I possibly can with you, bearing in mind that it's not always easy to do high knees or half burpees with a little mic clipped onto your hip, so I'll do my best. But like I said, don't worry about the workout right now. Don't worry about the rest of the day. Just be present here. Be focused, be dialed in for the next 45 minutes. I want you to start by taking one big breath in, rolling shoulders up into your ears, and exhaling as the arms come down at your side. And again, another big breath in. Big shoulder roll. Up, back. And for a third and final time, big pull of air. Fill up. Big shoulder roll. Up, back, and down. Open your eyes. Bring your arms out to a T for me. You're flying right now. And just start taking some small forward circles with those arms. Just kind of getting the shoulders warmed up. And you can start to amplify this a little bit. Take it all the way out. Try to get big sweeping motions in the shoulder. And then tighten it back up, out to that T. And we're going to go backward. Small circles at first, and then slowly amplifying all the way up and over. Good, and then swing on up to mountain pose. Reach your hands up nice and high. Pinkies to the front of the room, palms facing each other. Right hand is going to capture your left wrist. And we're going to take a nice big side body stretch, pulling from the armpit all the way down to the hip. That good stretch through the lat. Good, come back to the middle, swap out directions, come over the opposite way. Through the middle once more. We're gonna keep going here. Open arm twist, right arm to the back of the room, left arm to the front of the room. Keep that back arm elevated. Good, mountain pose. Opposite direction. Mountain pose. And folks, forward fold, head and chest lowering down towards the floor. I want you to widen out your feet and just relax down here in this forward fold position. Ooh, I'll tell you, arm sweeps, side body, open arm twist. My shoulders are burning. I want you to move your hips to the left and right now. Make sure the top of your head is hanging long and loose down towards the floor. Try to relax. Try to feel a little stretch in the hamstring. Maybe bend the right knee, bend the left knee. Good, and then go ahead and double wide your feet. Get them a little bit wider. Start taking some side to side windmills. Very much at your own pace right now. So left hand comes across, right hand's gonna reach up nice and high, and then you're gonna swap it out. Right hand comes across, left hand reaches up nice and high. And you're doing this at your own pace. You're not trying to get a certain number of reps in right now. You might even hold that rotation, hold that twist for a second. And then each time you do this back and forth, maybe you take another quarter inch. You get just a little extra out of the stretch. Good, from there, everyone go ahead and plant your hands, step your feet back, shoulders locked in over your wrists. You're in that good high plank position, okay? Start to move forward and backward ever so slightly. See how that impacts the wrists and just sort of lets the wrist stretch. Maybe take some small circles clockwise and counterclockwise. Feel that belly button tucked up into your spine. And good, what we're gonna do here is keep our right arm down as our base arm. We're gonna reach our left hand high. We're gonna open up. Nice side plank position here. Just holding a side plank. Using this opportunity to kind of get the shoulder and the scap mobilized and activated, I should say. Letting the obliques get activated. 3, 2, 1. You guessed it. Square back up. You're going to get a shot on my back. Holding this side plank. Same expectation on the left as we had on the right. Reaching that right arm high. Up to the sky right now. 3, 2, 1. Back to high plank. And then everybody from high plank, no low plank or upward facing dog, straight back to downward facing dog. I want you to tuck your chest through, drop your heels down to the floor, and then make your way back to a high plank, please. Slowly, with control, back to downward facing dog. Back to high plank, and back to downward facing dog. And one more time for me, back to high plank, and downward facing dog. And this is where we're just gonna release here. So hold this downward facing dog, pedal it out just a little bit. Twist the hips side to side. Maybe sink the heels down a little bit further, which you can do. and then go ahead and baby step all the way up to the top of your space. Folks, let's do a little squatting here. Get your shoulders, or get your feet shoulder width apart. Get your toes pointed out ever so slightly. The idea here is we want to be rotating the knees to the outer sides of the room, but as we do that, we want to keep the whole foot on the ground. So sometimes people will drive their knees out and they get up on the knife edge, they get on the outer edge of their foot. Grip the floor with your whole foot and rotate the knees out to create that good torque and tension in the hip. Very slowly, let's have everybody go right through 5 air squats. I imagine that knees and ankles are still just waking up, so don't push this. Don't push pace, don't push depth, don't push intensity just right now. Just get 5 reps to the best of your ability. Good, and after 5 reps are complete, you can go and give me 10 standard jumping jacks. Just right in place, building up a little bit of heat, getting things going. Awesome, after those 10 jumping jacks, back into your squat stance for me. Shoulder width apart, toes pointed out again. Grip the whole floor, grip the floor with your whole foot. Rotate those knees out, get that good tension in the outer hip, and then 5 more air squats. Go ahead, 5 more reps. Let's check in on these comments while you're repping out these squats. Ooh, got a few more. Hey Samantha, how you doing? Hey Nate, let's go Tuesday. Awesome. From there, stand all the way up to the top of your space, just shake it out a little bit. I'm gonna start thinking a little bit about these high knees. No, we're not gonna jump all the way into the deep end and start going through high knees. We're just gonna get the hip flexor going. So we're gonna do some gate steps. Right knee up, rotates out and steps back down. Left knee up, rotates out and step back down. I want you to go ahead and give me 8 total repetitions of those gate steps. Take your time on it. You're not rushing it. You're not going full speed just yet. We'll get into the intensity here a little bit later. After those 8 reps are complete, everybody's back up into our mountain pose position, reaching hands up nice and high. Awesome, just like we started here, right hand, left wrist, take a nice deep side body stretch. Good, come on back to the middle. Take it across the other way. Through the middle. Open arm twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Again, back arm elevates, that's what sinks. Length between the fingertips, get as much distance as possible. Good, mountain pose. Opposite direction, left arm back, right arm forward. This time, I want you to focus on pulling the left hip to the front of the room. Keep it square. Mountain pose. Good, forward fold, head and chest lowering down. From here, from this position, this time in this forward fold position, 3 or 4 crouching curl, no set number. Just moving a little bit, nice and slowly through your crouching curl position. Getting a good stretch to the backside. Nice job. One more. And then make your way to a high plank. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. Awesome. Take your right foot, step it up outside that right hand for a bit of hip grinding. What we're going to do, we're going to keep it dynamic. All right, if you want to watch your screen, you can, or you can listen to my voice. Open arm twist. Reach your right arm nice and high, and then bring that right elbow down to the floor as much as possible. Reach your right hand nice and high, elbow down to the floor. Give me one more. Reach high, elbow down to the floor. Good stuff. High plank. Step your right foot back. Do the same thing on the opposite side now. Left foot up outside left hand. We're gonna go ahead and get those open arm twists down to that low elbow. For 3. Awesome. Everybody stepping back into that high plank position, please. And then here we go. We talked about it. Now we're going to do it. Low plank, shifting forward and down. Upward facing dog. I want you to hold upward facing dog. Check your position. You're pressing into the tops of your feet. Shoulders are stacked up over wrists. Good downward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Send those hips high. And here again, opportunity to pedal it out. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna cover all 3 core movements right now before we get back to our feet and do more squatting, okay? So I want you to step all the way through, have a seat on your butt. We're gonna start with what I think is the lowest hanging fruit here, which is actually gonna be our lizard twist. All right, so I'm gonna walk you through this if you haven't done these before. You're on your back, heels are about 8 inches away from your butt. You peel your shoulder blades up off the ground, and all we're gonna do is twist to the right, bringing our right hand as close to the outer edge of our right foot as possible, feeling that good crunch through the right side of our obliques, and then we're gonna go ahead and rotate across the other direction. That's a lizard twist. I want you to go ahead and give me 12 reps. Each one counts as a rep. Each side counts as a rep. The deal here is those shoulder blades are off the ground the entire time, right? We don't sit down on our shoulder blades. It's our low back that's in contact with the floor. We're gonna move right onto leg extension. So you can bring those hands in underneath your glutes for support. Keep the shoulder blades off the ground again. We've done these before, kicking straight out, knees up to the chest, hips come off the ground, kicking straight out. Give me 4 leg extensions, please. Awesome. After 4, you can go ahead and swiggle over to your torpedo, or bring that torpedo to you, however you like to do it. Bring it up to this Russian twist position. I encourage you to put your heels on the ground for this. Use your heels for a little bit of extra torque. It's about rotating. It's not just about bringing the weight down to the side. We really want to see the torso move. So go ahead and give me 8 Russian twists, really focusing on that rotation, up and over, keeping the shoulder lifted up out of the hip, keeping the belly button tucked into the spine. Excellent. After those reps are complete, whenever those reps are complete, please stand all the way up. We're gonna add a little bit of weight to our squatting, okay? You've done them. We're not going fast yet, but we are gonna add the goblet, okay? So in this case, we're gonna be holding the torpedo the skinny way here, all right? We wanna make sure we're just kind of cupped on the outside. You don't need to hold it this way. That'll make it a little bit more difficult. So right in the middle here, and then get that weight right up in front of your face, away from your body, and then it's the same old squat mechanics. Go ahead and give me 5 reps. Maybe you're starting to pepper in a little bit more speed, a little bit more consistency. Awesome. All right. Set that weight down. Here's what I want you to do. Low intensity high knees, okay? So they don't need to be super fast, nor do they need to be super high just yet. Just give me 10. Just running in place, pulling the knees up to your chest just a little bit after 10. Good. Everybody, after those 10 reps, mountain pose one more time. Good. Forward fold, head and chest, lowering down towards the floor, stepping back into our high plank. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. Good. This time, I'm gonna get it going. We're getting closer and closer to the real thing with our high knees. 20 narrow mountain climbers, pulling knees up between those elbows. 20 repetitions total. And after 20, you can flow through low plank, upward facing, and downward facing dog. Nice job. Pedal it out here just a little bit. Again, sinking those heels. Again, twisting those torsos. This is an opportunity for us to just meet up, catch our breath here a little bit. Chris is behind the computer. I think he's smoking me out of the room. He's got it up to a sultry 92 degrees in here, it feels like right now. Just kidding, Chris. You're doing great. You're doing great. Step on up to the top of your space, everybody. One more time, we're gonna go ahead and add one more movement here, which is just gonna be swings. We're gonna get that backside going. So we finished with downward facing dog. We are up at the top of our space, hands on the outer handle, feet just outside shoulder width. Start swinging, nice and light at first, all right? Nothing crazy. Just listen to my voice. The idea is here, we're gonna be hinging through at the hip. We're not doing a squat, you're hinging at the hip. The way we get the weight up higher is not through using our arms and shoulders, it's through driving our hips through more aggressively, with a little bit more speed and power. Staying in the heel, driving it up to the eye line. Go ahead and give me 3 full repetitions from wherever you are. Awesome. All right, set the weight down. Now find downward facing dog one more time. We're gonna move our sequencing along just a little bit. Everybody's in downward facing dog. All right, here we go. 3-legged down dog. Reach your right heel up nice and high. Good. Take your low lunge. Step through. Stack that front knee over that front ankle. Excellent. Lift up to crescent lunge. Chest and arms come up. We've got good active shoulders. The left hip is pulled to the front of the room. Good. 1-legged mountain. Pull that left knee up to your chest. Bring your arms down at your side. It's time to go. Full bore, 20 high knees. Okay, 20 repetitions. Let's go. And this time, we're light on our feet and we're pulling our knees all the way up to our chest. Keep going, keep going. Nice fast feet. After 20, back to crescent lunge. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. Good. Warrior 2 opening up to the side of the room. Take extended side angle, shift it forward and down. Reverse, front arm coming up and back. Low lunge, frame out the front foot. High plank, low plank, upward facing, and downward facing dog. Nice job. It is very high, man. Okay. On the left side, three-legged down dog. Left heel reaches up. Low lunge, step through. Good, lift up to crescent lunge, chest and arms come high. Again, now it's this right hip pulling forward. It's the arms staying active. One-legged mountain, right knee up through the chest. Only gonna make you do 10. 10 high knees running in place. Get them elevated. Pull the knees to chest, not heel to butt. There's a big difference. After 10, back to crescent lunge. Left leg is forward, right leg is back. Warrior 2, opening up to the side of the room. Good, take that extended side angle, shifting forward and down. Reverse, front arm coming up and back. Low lunge, swing down to either side. Last time, high plank, low plank, upward facing and downward facing dog. Nice job, pedal it out. All right, go ahead and take a look up to the top of your space. One more time, grab onto your torpedo. Let's talk a few more movements here. We're gonna do 5 swings at your own pace right now. Let's go, 5 swings. Pop the hips. And then I want you to rack the weight after your 5th rep. So before you put it down, put it right up here on the shoulder. Your feet are too wide for a push press if you just transitioned from a swing. So bring your feet in just a little bit underneath you. Feet are just underneath the hips. Good driving position. Elbows are elevated and the weight is resting on your shoulder. It's not off your body at all right? We're gonna dip, drive, and punch. We dip about 4 to 6 inches, we drive through the heel, and we punch straight up overhead. Let's go ahead and get 5 push press. Awesome, set that weight down. Good, get it off to the side. Everybody, once you've got those push press complete, mountain pose, reach your hands high, forward fold, high plank, and then lay down flat on your chest. All right, listen to me. When we do a half burpee, we're gonna do basically a regular burpee, but we're just gonna land in the bottom of a squat. We don't have to jump and clap. We don't have to stand all the way up. We go from the bottom of the squat right back to laying down flat on the ground. If you wanna watch your screen, you can see me do one, all right? So we lay down on the ground, we pop up to the bottom of our squat, place the hands back down, jump back to the bottom of our burpee, okay? That's what we've got going on with our half burpees. Just give me 3 half burpees, please, and be cognizant that you're trying to catch in the bottom of a squat. 3 half burpees, let's go. And after those 3 half burpees are complete, my friends, you can go ahead and stand all the way up, because I think it's about time to get this workout going, all right? So if you need a drink of water, get it right now. If you need to wipe the sweat off your forehead, do that. Whatever you need to do. And then go ahead and meet me over here at the chalkboard. Let's make sure we all know what's going on. So again, it's gonna start, I'm not even gonna go through the whole thing. You're not gonna remember it. I wouldn't remember it. Let me coach you through it. All you need to remember is we're gonna start the workout with 3 minutes of 12 push press and 8 swings. There's 7 3-minute pieces today. Each piece is a little different, and I'm gonna be talking to you about what's coming up. So don't even try to digest all this. 12 push press, 8 swings for 3 aggressive minutes. Coach Tyler's gonna take you where you need to go after that, all right? All right, Chris, this is the moment of truth. We pull the chalkboard. Oh, look at that. We got it. We are ready, ready. Folks, get yourself situated. And we got 10 seconds on the clock. We're going. Here we go. We're starting with 12 push press in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 12 push press, 8 swings from 21 down to 18 minutes. And then we're going to transition. You don't need to worry about the transition just yet. I'll be telling you what's going on. You just need to be aggressive in your pace today. Let me check in on my comments before I join in on this workout. Samantha, Nate, Amy, Morgan, Monica, let's get it going. Let's get it done today. That's what Tuesdays are all about. 3-minute intervals.
I try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that
Ooh, gonna be hanging on to the torp a little bit today. We're gonna be spending some time holding on to this torpedo.
right now. It's time that you made your mind up. 'Cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around.
finish a round. Do not be tempted to put that weight down. Pick it right back up. Next movement, excuse me, and get it going.
I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through.
All right, folks, you got one more minute here. One more minute in this first piece before we transition.
It's time that you made your mind up.
What I want you all to do right now is keep moving, but listen to my voice. If you are doing push press, be cognizant of that elbow position in your rack. Elbows should be sort of up in front of the weight, not pressing down towards the floor. If you're doing swings, be thoughtful about your hips. The hips are driving through. They are leading the movement. They're not following the movement. They're not just following the torpedo as it swings up in front of you. The hips drive the torpedo up in front of you. The arms follow the movement. All right, we are transitioning here momentarily to 30 high knees and 10 half burpees. 30 high knees, 10 half burpees for 3 minutes, coming up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. High knees, half burpees. 30 high knees, 10 half burpees from 18 down to 15 minutes. Biggest thing about a half burpee, you gotta catch it low. You gotta catch it low. I know what happens. I know what you're doing as you get tired. You're starting to catch those half burpees higher and higher and higher. You wanna be in the bottom of squat. I want to burn your legs out. It's by design that we're moving on to goblet squats next. Whew. Oh, yeah. That's tough. Folks, we got about 90 seconds here. 90 seconds. If you're on high knees, I just want you thinking about pulling the knees up to your chest. I know that seems obvious, but as we get tired, people oftentimes start doing little butt kicks, right? Heels to the butt. Make sure it's knee elevating up to chest, not heel kicking up to butt. Nice job. We've got about 60 seconds here. Finish your round. Finish what you're working on. Get your half burpees done. And then we'll talk about what's coming up next. Whew. Yeah, getting our money's worth today. All right, 20 seconds here, everybody. We're gonna transition. 12 goblet squats, 8 leg extensions. 12 goblet squats, 8 leg extensions for 3 minutes. From 15 down to 12 in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 12 goblet squats, 8 leg extensions. Remember, with our goblet squats, the weight's the skinny way. Cups right in our hands. Elbows lifted torpedo is up off our person. It's away from our body. It's not resting on our chest. Other than that, it's the same old squat mechanics. And those leg extensions, little reprieve. You get down on your back. Let's do a little core work. Let's go, 3 minutes.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting by some rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure.
Woo.
Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something
Under
about
2.
you feels so special. Pretty yellow from the minute that I met you.
This is where having a mic on your hip can get a little dicey. Gotta be careful.
Smoking outside, trying to get your attention. You make me nervous.
All right, folks, we got about a minute 10.
In the corner
Minute 10 before we transition
you were getting
from 12 down to 9. We'll get into the single digits here, okay? 12 down to 9. You got 60 seconds left in this piece before we move on.
Talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty yellow from the minute that I met you.
All right, finish what you're working on. Finish your set. 20 seconds here. We're gonna transition. We've got another 3-minute piece coming up. 20 lizard twists, 6 Russian twists. Here we go. Coming up in 5, in 3, 2, 1. All right, we got those lizard twists. Remember, you're on your back, but your shoulders are peeled up off the floor. The low back is in contact with the ground. Hands down to your sides, palms up. I want your palms rotated up towards the ceiling, right? Everything's in that hollow position. And then we start to rotate. I speculate this is named because this is kind of the way it looks when a lizard walks. Speculate. Could be wrong. You got a better name? Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments if you got a better name for this. I'll bring it to the bosses. Really rotate. Get that pinky down to the toe on the foot. How far can you get across? "20 lizard, 6 Russian twists." Oh, wow. Got a minute 50.
Why don't we say that it's too late for us now? Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that weigh me down? 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. Yeah, in the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her. She who wants to study your body, who gets the better version of you. I need the better
Oh, man. Folks, we got 60 seconds here. And then guess what? We're down to 9 minutes. We're down to single digits. And we start to work our way back out. Exactly the same way we came in. It's a little quiet out there today. Feeling a little lonely. If you take a breather and you want to, chat with me, connect. Sure would appreciate it. Feeling a little isolated in here. All right, 20 seconds. 20 seconds, and then this is the hard part. We start to work our way back out. You're going right back to what you just did. We're doing goblet squats and leg extensions, okay? So in 10 seconds, weights back up. Goblet squats in 3, in 2, 1. Goblet squats, let's go. 3 minutes, 12 goblet squats, 8 leg extensions. Down to that 6-minute mark. You're doing awesome. Under 2. Keep it up, everybody. You got a minute and 15, minute 10 here. And then you never have to do another goblet squat, never have to do another leg extension. We move on to what I think and speculate is probably gonna be the hardest 3 minutes of this workout. The second set of high knees and half burpees, right? So that's what's coming up next. 3 minutes, 30 high knees, 10 half burpees. Forty seconds. Try to finish what you're working on. Finish up the set. Thirty seconds. And then folks, we're down to our last 6 minutes in this workout. We can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel here. We can start to see the end. And you know what's cool? I can hear Christy coaching it in the room next door right now. There's a bunch of athletes in our studios in Minnesota and Colorado taking this on. 3, 2, 1, we're transitioning. 30 high knees, 10 half burpees. Let's go, we're all doing this together. Let's rock and roll. I'm gonna try to do a set of high knees, and we'll see what happens to the mic. We held on. Whew, we held on. High knees, half burpees. Last time you gotta do this. Yeah, sun's coming up around here. Wow. Doing some work today. We're doing some work today. We got a comment? My goodness. We got a comment. Everyone's very excited. That's all anyone can talk about around here. Morgan, I love it. Core is burning. So is my soul. I'm burning with joy that I got a comment. Come on, 90 seconds here. And then we're down to our final piece of the puzzle. Last piece of the puzzle here. You finish up 30 high knees, 10 half burpees. You got about 1:10 to do that. And then we've got our 12 push press and our 8 swings to cap off this workout, last 3 minutes of our 21-minute piece. You got this, you're doing awesome. "50 seconds, 50 seconds. Come on, if you're on those half burpees, don't quit. I know they're brutal, but get them done. Get them done in the last 40. "25. Nice job, everybody. Okay, we are down to 15 seconds. We are gonna move on. Final transition here. 12 push press, 8 swings on repeat for 3 minutes. The last 3 minutes of our workout. That's all you got left. Little torpedo time. Let's finish strong. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 12 push press, 8 swings. Rock and roll. Where are your elbows on your push press? Where are your elbows on your push press? Get them up in front of the weight. Weight sits on the shoulder, elbows point in front of the weight. That's the proper rack here. Come on, 230, 230. Nice job. 90 seconds left, all right? Double down on what you did. You got your last 90 seconds, 12 push press, 8 swings. Focus on your mechanics now. Don't deteriorate in the home stretch here. With our push press, we dip vertically, right? We try to avoid any forward inclination. You stay nice and upright like a pogo stick, all right? And on our swings, we're making sure that it's the hips leading the movement and the arms are just hooks. The arms just hook onto the weight. They do what the hips tell them to do. Last 60, last 60. All right, my friends, wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in from, let's burn it out for the last 20. Let's burn it out for the last 20. Come on, this is how we kick off our Tuesday. This is how we get it done. Last 10. Finish the reps. Every rep counts. Last 3, 2, 1. Tie. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. Stand up, walk it out a little bit, move around, shake out those arms, kick out those legs, smile. You did it. Woo-wee. Great job, everybody. Great work. Great work. Everybody, listen, what I want everyone to do right now, once you cool in your breath, as you cool your breath down, I should say, just go ahead and sit down at the bottom of a squat. And just try to let your hips sink. Move around a little bit side to side. If you can lean in on it a little bit so that the ankles mobilize, that'd be great. Awesome. Plant your hands, step to tabletop pose. Work your way through some cat-cow for me, okay? Big trunk flexion, big trunk extension, back and forth. Wow. Half burpees, huh? Can't say I want to do those again anytime soon. Sink back into a child's pose for me. Knees can fall apart. Toes can stay together. Good. Walk your hands over to the right side of the room. And then over to the left side of the room. Good, and then folks, come on back to the middle. Put your hands underneath your shoulders. Press back to a very final downward facing dog here of the morning. Pedal your feet. Again, twisting your torso a little bit. Do give your feet some love after the high knees, especially if you're a barefoot athlete. Right, stretch out the bottoms of those feet. And then step through. Have a seat. Roll slowly down onto your back. I want you to bring both knees up to your chest. Arms out to the side, like out like a T. Palms down on the floor. Just let your legs rotate in tandem together, down to the right, down to the left. A little twisting to the right, a little twisting to the left. And then folks, you can reach your hands inside the arches of your feet. Take a happy baby pose. Continue to rock side to side. Stretch one leg. Stretch the other. And finally, wrap up around your shins for me. Bring your forehead to your kneecaps. Take a final big breath in. And open mouth exhale. Go ahead and fall out into your final resting pose. Just relax. Cause if you're not home, I wonder where you slept last night. Are you seeing someone new behind my back? Cause another dude's for a little romance. Pick up the phone, I really need to understand. Never had no trust issues. Never had to break the rules. Always trying to tell the truth and care about what I say. I've been trying to do my best and keeping my promises. Never want a second guess, but when it comes to you, I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant. I've been feeling hesitant. Bring some movement back into your body. Work from the edges. Make it slowly transition into the core. Feel your head rock side to side. Feel your chest rise and fall. Some deeper pulls of air. And then everybody, go ahead and reach your hands up above your head. Let your elbows and wrists just sink down to the floor. Take a really long, deep morning stretch. Point your toes to the front of the room. Come on back to yourself. When you're ready and able, go ahead and rock on up to a seated position. We're going to end it just like we started it. Just bookend our class experience here. Press all the air from your lungs. And then let's all together take our first big breath in. and out. And that second breath in and out. And that third breath in and out. Great job. Go ahead and open your eyes. Give yourself a little round of applause. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Hey, I want to thank you for getting up early, spending your Tuesday morning with me. I hope it was a good one. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope that we'll see you again soon.